This is going to be the factual, the factual, objective truth, only reasonable answer Mario Kart Wii regular track tier list. Hello, welcome. We should turn this down a little bit. Just have it in the background. Smooth jazz background music. I would have it no other way. Because of course, if we're gonna be doing some educating of the masses, we have to do it in the most classy way possible. Because these are objective truths that we are proving here today on the stream. So I've been thinking about doing this for a while now, and I believe I made one like last year. And I referenced it today just to kind of see where my tastes were a year ago. And they kind of changed a lot. But I think we have to start off first by naming our tiers. we have to name the tiers, because I think S, A, B, C, D leaves a lot to be desired. There's a lot of gray area there. Because we can talk about how good tracks are competitively, right? Through that lens. But then also, we can talk about how good tracks are casually. There's validity in both arguments, but I think the best option is to have a tier list that melds both of those things together into one cohesive unit. So I think we have to start out first by identifying what are the best tracks. Like, what qualities do all of the best tracks have? Does the track have a cool shortcut? Does the track have like one meta-defining element that makes it completely different from, oh god, I'm so sorry, that makes it completely different from any other track? So I think S tier, which will be a mixture of both luck and skill-based tracks, the ones that have risen above the rest, I think we can call this the objective top 5. Not the top 6, the objective top 5. Bottom tier should be Wii off tier. No, bottom tier, actually that's a good idea. We should do the bottom tier next. Bottom tier, well, I'll leave this A for now. This can be A. Bottom tier can be like, I want to do objective bottom 5, but 5 might be too many. It could be like just the worst of the worst, like no redeemable qualities. For the tracks that have no redeemable qualities, 2 come to mind. They're ones that I'm never happy to play. I never look forward to playing them. Because, you know, there are some tracks that you're like, oh my god, I have to play this track again. Like, Luigi Circuit. Some people say, oh, I love playing Luigi Circuit. Sometimes for me it's a breath of fresh air. But there are also some times where I'm like, oh, Luigi Circuit again? Let's drive 2 laps and hope that we have good luck on lap 3. It's not... Sometimes it's just not fun to play. But there are 2 tracks that come to my mind that I never, ever have been happy to have been selected either in a Mogi or in a Worldwide. So the tracks with no redeemable qualities at all. Sherbet Land, Shy Guy Beach. I hate them. They're the worst. Right off the bat, we can just knock those right out. Bottom of the barrel. Terrible. I hate that I have to play them so frequently. I definitely have some picks for the objective top 5. So I think if we bring maybe like 7 or 8 up to the top, we can narrow it down from there. So here's where we have to do some thinking. Just some tracks that come to mind for me for being top 5. In no particular order. Just gonna grab them and we can discuss just as I see them. All these tracks suck. Okay. We can grab this one. We can bring Gorge. Actually, no. I can do this. I can do this. Right? I feel like that's pretty much it for me. No, guys, listen. Hear me out. This right here is not the top 5. They're not ordered. These are just my initial thoughts. We're gonna have to trim this down a little bit. This is just the initial grabbing from the pool. We're just separating the bunch. Oh wait, there's one that I'm missing. Where is it? Why don't I see it? I saw it earlier. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Okay. Of course. I was missing RBC. Finally a respectable opinion. Listen, this is truth here. From this objective top 5, I feel like we can do some trimming. So if I had to pick 3, what are some definites? I think RBC is a definite top tier track, both in skill ceiling and casual play. I think it's a great competitive track. I think it's a great worldwide track. Coconut Mall, for sure. Now here's where things get tricky. I think we can bump down DK Summit. I think we can bump down Moo Moo Meadows. I feel like this tier is just a cut above the rest. Unfollowing, unwatching the stream, burning all my prints. Bruh, this is fact. Nah, BC3, we'll get to this. We'll get to this later. BC3 is defined by its shortcuts. BC3's meta is defined by like 2 shortcuts that cut the track in half. So I feel like in that regard, it cannot be a top tier track. Again, just separating by objective truth. There is no opinion involved. This is just what is correct. I think we can grab Toad's Factory. Solid A tier track. Next, let's see. What do we have? What do we got? Where are the good tracks at? Where are the tracks that I love to play? They might not be the best, but sometimes you just get in the mood to play a track. And lately I've been in the mood to play some MC3. What is this list? You'll understand when it's done. We have to go through the process. So neutral are going to be tracks that, like, yeah, they're fine. They're okay. They're solid mid-tier tracks. They're like, there's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing great about them. They don't stand out above the tracks that are in A tier and objective top 5. And for me personally, and I speak on behalf of the entire community, nothing wrong with Peach Gardens. Nothing wrong with Koopa Cape. It's just eh. It's a mid tier. Nothing wrong with this track, this Yoshi one. Let's see, what else? Oh, Luigi Circuit, of course. And you know what? I'll put Mario Circuit in B tier. We have to add another tier here. And we're going to put it right above no redeemable qualities. You can't even compare them. You can't compare Grumble Volcano with Respawn and Rock Hop and all this crazy shit to a track that you just drive around in a circle and like maybe go through some grass sometimes. So we can definitely put Grumble and BC3. And I think having a track's meta defined by shortcuts makes it a worse track because of it. We can put this circuit in neutral. Okay, so now we have our C tiers. The tracks that they kind of suck. I don't like them a lot. I don't like to play them, but I don't mind them. You know, their meta's not defined by shortcuts, but they have some redeemable qualities as well. We can definitely include Goldmine, Moonview, Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road's pretty good though. It's definitely better. Rainbow Road is definitely better than Goldmine. So we're probably gonna have like 2 tiers here. There's definitely like a upper low tier and a lower low tier. This track called Dry Ruins. This can go in B tier. I've been liking Dry Ruins more and more lately. Moonview is bad, but it has some redeemable qualities. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to put Dry in B tier or C tier, because this neutral tier, it's definitely not neutral. So we gotta make another one. We gotta make another tier. I'll make this one above upper low tier, lower low tier. This is looking pretty good. I'm enjoying this so far. This is. Put Rainbow Road there. We can put Maple Treeway there. Peach Beach is neutral. DK Mountain is lower low tier. See, here are my problem tracks. Not so much BC Wii, because I'm trying to decide whether or not BC Wii is upper low tier or lower low tier. I guess for BC Wii, I can put it in upper low tier, but it's definitely on the lower end of upper low tier. So I'm gonna put that like right there. Jay, thank you for redeeming Pick My Combo. He says, your opinions are wrong. I don't speak on behalf of myself. I'm speaking on behalf of the entire Mario Kart Wii community. I keep on saying this. I'm speaking on behalf of the community. So if you have any problems with any of these rankings, you can go talk to Tier 1 chat in Mogi Lounge. You might not like the truth, but this is the truth. We can call this one mid-tier, and then this one, like, upper mid-tier. We can call this top tier. There might be one track that separates the top tier from the mid tier. So I feel like a track might just have a spot in its own kind of gatekeeping tier that divides the rest of the tracks from the really good ones. See, now that we have this mid-tier tracks that are truly just okay, I feel like we can put Yoshi Falls. That's not Yoshi Falls. Well, we can put Koopa Cape, Yoshi Falls, Peach Beach, Ghost Valley. I don't know what to do about these tracks, though. This can go in upper low tier. Waluigi Stadium, I've never really had an opinion about Waluigi Stadium. So I guess now the question becomes, maybe Stadium is the gatekeeper track. Maybe Stadium's in a tier all on its own. Right here. Perhaps. I don't know if I'd put it this high, though. Maybe. Now, ready for this? Ready? Don't rage. Don't rage at me. I think that might be the play. I think Waluigi Stadium might be the track that separates the mid-tiers from the bottom. I think that might be where the gate is. Because Stadium, I'm never looking forward to playing Stadium, but I'm almost never looking forward to playing any of these tracks in low tier. I think Waluigi Stadium might be true neutral. So that's everything in a nice little bunch. It's not final though, because we still have to order the tiers. So where should we start? I think this is correct. I think bottom tier, no redeemable qualities. I think this is the correct order. Nobody likes driving on Shy Guy Beach. It's just not fun. I like BC3 more than I like Rumble Volcano. Now, with the low tier. Now this gets a little bit interesting right here. No, DK Mountain is not meta defined by a shortcut. That's just it's not that big of a shortcut to have its meta defined by it. I disagree. Then you could argue the same thing about Summit. Because Summit has like the same exact shortcut basically. Right, DK Mountain does have the bridge. And I think for that reason, I think because of the bridge and the jank shortcut at the end, DK Mountain's the bottom of low tier. Is this a correct order? This actually might already be correct. The more that I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah. I think Goldmine is better than all three of these tracks. I would... Maybe I want to swap these two. Yeah. I think that's better. So, now getting into upper low tier, we can put BC Wii at the bottom of upper low tier. Whatever this track is called, the one with the huge sand thing at the end, where if you have a golden you win. Pretty bad track. Not that fun to play. I never feel like playing this track. Desert Hills, thank you. Sorry, I forgot the name of it. This might be correct as well. Although, I do like Maple Treeway more than I like these three tracks, and I feel like I feel like Maple Treeway does not deserve to be in the same tier as these tracks. I think we can do this. I think we can do that. I think Maple and Waluigi Stadium are together, which means we have to find a new name for this tier. Yeah, if any track is below Maple or Stadium, they're not great. They're bad. They're bad tracks. But if any tracks are above them, they're pretty solid picks. Let me tell you. I could just call it like above these are good, below these are bad. My head is about to fall off. Listen. You guys aren't ready. Okay, now we have to order the mid-tiers. So here's where things are going to get a little bit harder. This is hurting my brain cell. Yeah, it's just giving it a workout, Parpy. You'll be better for it in the future. I don't know if I'd put Peach Gardens in upper mid-tier. Definitely a mid-tier track, though. Mario Circuit, top of upper mid-tier. Dry Ruins, bottom of upper mid-tier. Yoshi Falls, bottom of mid-tier. Ghost Valley is better than Peach Beach. I think I can put Retro Mario Circuit above Luigi Circuit. A lot of this list is better if you turn your screen the other way around. Okay, so for the top tiers, I don't know if I'd put Summit as number 6. But I also don't know what I would give number 6 to. Like, I think the general order of these tracks are fine. But, like, you can definitely switch a few around. I'm tempted to do this. Just because I like driving Raceway. Raceway is... Well, no. We can't do that. Sorry, excuse me. MC3 is more fun to drive, and if you get a golden, you don't just win. I'm tempted to swap Toad's Factory and Moo Moo Meadows, but I think they're even. I think they're about even. Imagine putting all this work into making a track just for some streamer to put it below a literal circle. Are we done? We're gonna have to go over the mid tiers again, I think, just for order purposes. I might actually, okay, ready? I'm gonna shake things up a little bit. I don't know, man. I feel like the more I'm thinking about Yoshi Falls, dude, the more I'm like, does anybody have fun playing this track? Does anybody have fun playing Yoshi Falls? You go on some boost panels and do some zooms, and then you, like, get wheelie bumped and lose the race or something. It's not that fun. Yoshi Falls is never fun. But it's also not bad. Yoshi Falls belongs in upper low tier. I'm not including time trials. They're in the back of my mind. I'm trying to get a holistic view, an all-encompassing view of what a track is. But Peach Beach can stay. Peach Gardens can stay. Ghost Valley can stay in mid-tier. Koopa Cape can stay at the top of mid-tier. But it's not upper mid-tier. My biggest sin is Luigi Circuit in upper mid-tier. It could go in... Luigi Circuit could go in mid-tier. If you really want to split hairs... If you really, really want to split hairs, I could put Luigi Circuit and Dry Dry Ruins right here. And mid-tier would be 6 tracks long. Do you really want that? I don't know, man. Dry Dry Ruins... It's one of those tracks, like I said, Dry Dry Ruins has been growing on me. You guys just have a vendetta for Luigi Circuit. I think maybe. Yeah. That's better. That feels better to me. I wouldn't put BC Wii in shortcut tier because it's not like everybody goes for glitch every race. Only at top level play is BC Wii defined by its shortcut. But the overarching meta of BC Wii is not its shortcut. Whereas everybody and their sister does respawn glitch. So now for the top tiers. I think the top tiers are already in order. So now we just have to get to the objective top 5. Gorge. Let's talk about Mushroom Gorge for a second. Because as much as people hate Mushroom Gorge for like really jank shit, looking at the track in general, it has brought some of the hypest moments in all of Mario Kart Wii gaming. It drives really well when you're like not talking about the mushrooms, the track itself, not the mushrooms. The actual track drives really well. It's real fun to drive. Has like one chain wheelie. It's pretty. It's fun to look at. It's a solid example of introducing a new game mechanic. And I think it was a lot of people's favorite track growing up. At least it was for me. Mushroom Gorge has a special place in my heart. And I think despite the jank that it has sometimes when you're playing it either while you're time trialing or while you're trying to front run and take amazing lines, and you get fucked by a mushroom or you get target shocked or something, as much as that stuff happens to me, I still go back to picking it. It's always a comfort pick. Competitive is another story, but it still stays in the objective top 5. Hey, I mean, if the meta for competitive Mushroom Gorge is target shock, there's counterplay of target shock. There can definitely be counterplay for target shock. Just saying. You got to expect it. I think the top 4 are going to be a little bit harder to order, but I think I can safely say that Mushroom Gorge is number 5. So now I think the battle's going to be between these two and these two. I think not Mushroom Gorge, sorry. Coconut Mall and RBC are top 2. They're definite top 2. So now let's talk about Daisy Circuit versus Delfino Square. I'm almost about to give it to Daisy Circuit simply because of getting a golden on Delfino Square, like people were saying in chat earlier. You just do Ultra and you win. Although, I would argue that Delfino Square is a more gratifying driving experience. I think the corners are more fun to take, and that the shortcuts are more rewarding when you do pull them off, whereas Daisy Circuit is just a pretty standard circuit driving experience with not much to offer in terms of shortcuts. It's just like, you go up some stairs. I would also argue that Daisy Circuit is a prettier track, and you can fight me on that one, but like, who wouldn't want to go for a nice drive on a summer night in Daisy Circuit on like the Day Tripper? Come on, it's beautiful. No denying that. Final answer, Daisy Circuit number 3. Now, the top 2, RBC and Coconut Mall. Honestly, it comes down to the kind of day you're having. If you're having a day where you really feel like popping off and you really want to game, you want to like play some Mogi, you want to like pwn some noobs, you play RBC. But if you're just hopping on some worldwides, doing some song requests, hanging out with the boys like we were doing last night, I think the play is Coconut Mall. I think maybe we can... I don't know. I feel like I can't really order these two. Coconut Mall is like the true balanced track, you're right. Very balanced. It has some cool tech at high level. It's fun to drive at casual level. It's got a neat shortcut. Yeah. I'm digging this. I think this is the truth, guys. Whether you like it or not, this is the objective fact. But yeah, this is the truth. I hope your eyes have been opened to the reality of Mario Kart Wii in 2020.